The Earth is swamped in plastic and will remain so for generations to come.
Hey guys, it's me, Shiwo. Welcome back to another episode of Shiwo Science. Today, we are going to be talking about plastic pollution and the effect that it has on the oceans. So, let's get started. What is plastic waste? You might answer that it is plastic we don't need anymore. You might answer that it is plastic we merely don't want anymore. Whatever the answer, the truth is that there is a lot of it. On our streets, in the forests and oceans, and as you're about to learn, in your body. Even the deepest part of the ocean, the Mariana Trench, has traces of plastic waste. There is literally another continent primarily made of plastic waste, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which is 3 times the size of Texas and is rapidly growing. Every single piece of plastic ever made is still around today in some form. Plastic has spread around the world like a plague, ravaging the environment and speedily tearing it into little shreds, not unlike those left behind by the plastic shredders and incinerators that release dark, inky smoke into the once calm blue skies. As kids, we are told to clean up after ourselves, yet judging by the current state of the planet, it seems we don't hold it in our hearts. We need to open our eyes and bring a wave of change. It is time for a new, educated, and uncorrodable generation that will stand strong against the everlasting lie of plastic. Today, I will tell you where your trash really ends up and why you have a reason to be down in the dumps. A study revealed that as many as 700 marine species are harmed by plastic in the oceans. Dolphins sometimes consume plastic bags, mistaking them for food, which causes intestinal problems, often leading to death. They can also get stuck in ghost fishing nets, which weigh them down, preventing them from being able to swim to the surface for air, suffocating them. Hermit crabs are often forced to use pieces of plastic which release dangerous fumes as shells, because beachgoers pick up seashells and leave trash behind. Seabirds, such as gannets and seagulls, stay at the surface of the ocean to catch their food, which increases the risk of them getting caught up in plastic bags or other pieces of plastic. In 2015, a study concluded that a stunning 90% of matured seabirds had eaten plastic in their lifetime. Seabirds getting caught in plastic or eating it in turn impacts sharks, as they don't have to work to hunt the seabirds and also swallow plastic. Our green flippered reptile friends, however, have it the worst. Many species of turtles eat jellyfish as the main part of their diet, and they can't tell the difference between a plastic bag and their food, as an advertisement for the sea turtle conservation organization Medicent shows quite clearly. Straws are also dangerous to turtles as they can get stuck in their nostrils, as well as bottles which can get lodged in their mouth and in many cases inhibit their breathing or feeding. Can rings can get stuck in animals' necks. Incidents have been recorded where can rings have been stuck so tightly on seals that their skin has grown on top of them. Can rings can also get stuck around the turtle's shell, causing strain as the turtle grows. The turtle's shell starts to become abnormally thin in the middle, ironically like an hourglass, reminding us that there's not much time left to make a difference. Over time, plastic in the ocean breaks down, but this is even worse news. When the plastic breaks down, it divides into microplastics, pieces of plastic as small as plankton. They collect toxic DDT at a very fast rate, and when marine animals ingest the microplastic, havoc breaks loose. They cannot break down the plastic, and so it starts releasing toxins in their stomachs. As the toxins move up the food chain, they get more and more deadly. Filter feeders, such as many whales and basking sharks, ingest microplastic accidentally while gulping down plankton. In some areas of the ocean, there's 60% more plastic than plankton. Whole ocean ecosystems also get impacted when invasive species, especially barnacles, hitch a ride on pieces of plastic and drift to foreign areas. Fumes released by plastic waste create dead zones, areas of the ocean where no life can survive due to lack of oxygen. As if all this isn't enough, plastic pollution affects us too. Certain chemicals that are runoff of plastic, which is dissolving in the ocean, can cause cancer when you are exposed to them. These chemicals have also been found to be linked with disabled immunity. Also, microplastics collect in our lungs, and they can also cause many long-term medical problems. Mercury and other chemicals which are runoff of plastics often end up on our plates when we eat seafood. What do you think are some ways that people can help with the issue of plastic pollution in the short term or long term?
I think that in the short term, people can actually reduce plastic pollution by either reusing water bottles, reusable water bottles. You bring their own canvas bags instead of purchasing from a plastic bag at the shop. They could also recycle as much as possible, not litter the ocean. And then for a long-term solution, I honestly believe that we need to have more innovation, technological innovation to create more biodegradable bottles. And if you don't know what biodegradable bottles are, it's bottles are capable of decaying out in the environment, and then they can be absorbed back into the earth through natural means.
What impact do you think plastic pollution has on the environment?
Specifically, if you put it in if you litter it on the ground, the plastic will kind of break down, and those toxic substances that were created with it can seep into the soil, and that so can pollute the groundwater. And not only that, if you pollute it in the ocean, that will also dissolve that toxic substance out of the plastic, and animals may consume that. It's very harmful to them.
What would you describe plastic as? A life-saving invention, a horrible problem, or somewhere in between?
I see it both ways. As a life-saving invention, it's like very useful all around us. We have plastic cables, or skateboards are made of plastic. Everything around us is like for our conventional use. However, because it's also conventional use, it becomes a horrible problem for us because way too many people rely on such product like plastic bags, straws, plastic tools. And honestly, I think we need to focus more on creating more reusable products such as water bottles, biodegradable bottles, and maybe perhaps innovate more technology such as the water jellies.
Yo, I'm about to hit it. Tell you guys about plastic pollution. You know? Yeah. I'm scared. Scared. Straws, containers, and plastic bags. Pieces of trash and old soda cans. We need a range of plastic bans. Can we make a change? Yes, we can. When you leave trash at the beach, across the world is where it can reach. All the sea turtles swimming through the sea. Garbage and plastic is all that they can see. Single-use plastic can stay around forever. Do your part and vow to do better. Participate in cleanups, forget about plastic cups. Help the seals have zero waste meals. Can we make a change? Yes, we can. 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 Hey, yeah. Now that I told you about plastic pollution, you can help. Be part of the solution. Peace. Hey. If If the rate of plastic pollution stays constant, by 2050 there will be more plastic in the ocean than fish. And an even bigger problem is that the rate of plastic pollution is going up. On top of all this, plastic pollution isn't the only problem threatening marine species worldwide. With overfishing, coral bleaching, and oil spills, the poor sea animals have enough to worry about already. You can help them by picking up trash and reducing how much you use in the first place, because an ounce of prevention truly is worth more than a pound of cure. Participate in shore cleanups, be smart about what products you buy, and spread awareness to your friends and family. Always say no to disposable plastic straws and bags, and instead use reusable ones. Keep a refillable water bottle with you, and instead of throwing away something when it does not work, try to fix it. If you can't fix it, try and repurpose it. Most of all, don't litter, because a shocking amount of plastic which is littered ends up in the oceans. Albert Einstein once said that the world is a dangerous place, not because of those who do evil, but because of those who look on and do nothing. Now is the time to make a difference. Now is your time to make a difference.